It's the Sue and Show. Sue and Show. Sue and Show.
Of Hourish show.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's an evening.
It's an evening podcast.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit weird.
Yeah, it's coming up to my bedtime.
I know.
Yeah,
It's going to be a little bit slower than
A
usual.
bit slower. I'll be a bit slower anyway, because I have to tell you what happened to me this week. I fell. I had a really heavy fall. Do you know Two Pups Cafe? It's near us.
Yeah.
And they have a really hard stone floor.
Yes.
It's concrete.
Oh my God, what?
Well, I said, me and Paul were writing, and I said, let's pop down to the coffee shop. So I went ahead of him, and then I was just finding a table in the back room. And there's a step, and I just didn't see it because my eyesight isn't great. You know, I'm nearly blind in one eye. So I don't have great depth of field sometimes. And I didn't see the step, and I tripped in it, and I fell so heavy. Bash, do you know when you fall when you're older, it goes into
I know.
It goes into slow motion. You go, what? Oh no, it's going the knee, really heavy fall on the knee. And then I yet again managed to give a real duff to my head.
To your head?
To my head.
Did you go? Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
It was the cement bit of the head,
Oh, well then.
the front bit.
Thank God.
Cement.
The Cro-Magnon for it.
That's what he was saying when he came in. Anyway, here's the funny thing. So I'm lying there and I'm going.
Some poor man is waiting for his dinner with his knife and fork in his hands. He looks down, sees Anne, he goes, I suppose I'd better go and get help.
No, I'm lying there and I am going as something happened. And then I hear a voice go, there was just one other man in the whole area. And he went, are you okay? And I said, yes, I think so. Not moving at all. And he went, I'll go and get someone. And he just got up, stepped over me and walked out of the room, which I thought was a very odd response because my instinct would be to go to the person.
Yeah.
No, it's like the incident you described in the last podcast. He had to go and get a chaperone.
Well, I think a lot of stuff goes through your head, like you're not supposed to move the person. But who was he going to get?
He just got two young girls who came and then
They were staff members, not random young girls.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'll go and get someone. But surely there was people there already.
No, he was the only one in the room.
Oh, was it a quiet time? And
it was a quiet time, and the reason I went in there is because we were going to do some work in the cafe, and so there was nobody else in that particular section of Two Pups at that time, and his instinct was just go.
Well, he did the right thing because he couldn't lift up Anne on his own, and she didn't actually want to be lifted up.
Have you fallen before?
I have fallen, but I have to say this: the chap came over then when he was leaving, and he went, "I'm so sorry, I didn't instantly help you." But he said, "I've got PTSD after seeing you fall." And then Paul was saying a funny thing. He was saying, when you're younger, it is traumatic to see an older person falling. And then he was saying that happened the other day, and it was so traumatic. An old person fell, and it was me. So it was like, I have fallen before. I was running a lot during lockdown and I kept falling.
She was tripping a lot during lockdown.
I was tripping a lot during lockdown, but I had to stop. I stopped the whole thing when I had one really bad fall and I bashed this side of my face and was all bloody. And later I got a detached retina, which may have been...
From the fall? From the fall.
So many factors.
Yeah, and I'm now nearly blind in that eye, and so this has just happened, and I'm just waiting for. I feel the white stick approaches. I don't know has it had an effect. I don't know has it had an effect. I just
stick approaches.
The doctor said she can't have cement near her face.
Oh God, he's sick telling you.
Oh.
I told you, no.
No, but I have to. So sorry, I am turning into my mother here talking about medical complaints. But when I lost the sight in my eye, the hospital sent me for a brain scan to see was it related to something in my brain, and they did discover a tiny, tiny little stroke in the balance part of the cerebellum in the back of my brain. And then I went back to James's with that, and the cardiologist gone, wouldn't worry about that. Loads of people get those little infarcts, those little bleeds. But my balance is wonky.
What do you do? What do you do? Stay in.
Well, I stand as far away from her as possible.
I know what we do, but what does she do? Now, what do you be so careful? You have to be more careful.
I have to be more careful and mindful, and but I just feel.
See, but I can't even get her to wear a bicycle helmet. And how can I get her to wear a walking helmet?
You know,
because a good friend of ours, Sonia Kelly, and she's had so much trouble with her eyes, and she got her eye done recently. I don't know, did you see her? She looks absolutely amazing.
Oh, because her eye was turning.
Her eye was turning, and she got the whole big operation done. And I said, Sonia, you look amazing. Like, you just looks fantastic now. And she said, oh, well, fact the way I look, she said, it's completely changed my life. Because when she looked down, a normal carpet or stone, whatever pattern, she didn't know if they were steps or not. It was like 3D. So she went, I just didn't know what I was bloody well stepping into. And she said, I didn't realise until I got my eye fixed how bad my life was. Yeah. You know? So it can really...
Yeah, well, I know what lovely sight feels like, and it's gone the other way. And now with this bash in my head, I'm going, is something going to come down the track? I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was just that moment.
I love who I am.
On that cheerful note.
That will be the funniest part. No, but I mean, you fell and bashed your bloody head.
No, but it was funny as a writer. I instantly found it hilarious that I was lying with my head on this stone surface, my knee throbbing. I just bashed my head, and I'm lying there going, I'm not sure there's anything wrong. And there's a man going, are you okay? And I'm going, yes, I'm fine. You know, it's like, fucking leave me alone. I'm fine. But then he goes, oh, and then he says, you just get out of there.
That's so funny.
The whole thing, it wasn't a very funny moment.
But I was thinking, it's so funny you should tell me that because I was thinking, this is a bit morbid, but like, I'm working in town at the moment, and town's gone crazy, and there's just people literally, lying on the road and people walking by. And I was going, God, I hope I don't have a heart attack in town, because...
You could be confused for someone who's having a lie down.
Yeah, or if you, hits off a crack pipe, because nobody cares. And it's just a bit scary.
Another reason why you should have a Gucci bag hanging on you. Oh, she's got a Gucci. She must have fallen.
Oh, yeah, I was saying to Sue you could fall and go, I was in the trio, the Newless. Oh, it's one of that old trio, the Newless.
Oh, it is. Anyway, you're all right. You don't know if you're all right yet.
I'm all right.
You'll see. Yeah.
I'm all right. Yes.
She's extra grumpy.
I'm all right.
We were talking about, what are you taking supplements? What do you take?
I take my HRT is the big thing. And then sometimes I'm great at taking multivitamins, and sometimes I forget. But you were just saying, have you ever found a supplement that really made a difference? And even when it was a top-notch supplement, I never felt it did.
The only one that I feel makes a difference is magnesium. I take magnesium citrate every single
that. Is it citrate or citrate?
You say citrate, I say citrate.
You say citrate.
Let's pull the whole podcast off.
Citrate. Citrate. Sorry, I have to write that.
Apparently, the one to get is L308. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it.
L308.
I think it's called threonate or threonate. L308. You'll see it online. But if I stop taking that, I do become a bit of a see you next Tuesday. No, I can feel myself reacting.
Oh
I'm
my
getting a
God,
bit
I
angry.
forgot to do, because I was reading about it. Somebody was saying, I was taking it in the morning. The pharmacist, I got the citrate, and the pharmacist said, take it in the morning. I was taking it in the morning. Then I met someone who said, no, take it in the evening.
And then you met someone who said, take it at 4 o'clock. And then you met Mary said, take it at 4:30.
I was taking a big dose of it every morning to begin with. Then somebody said, take it in the night. Then I got confused and I haven't taken it for the last week. And I think it's made me edgy.
It does. You have to have magnesium.
Explains an awful lot.
We are very, very magnesium deficient.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when should I take my citrate?
Every night.
So what happens
thought-
if you've got a magnesium deficiency? What way does it affect you?
You're
Moods.
now boot.
Oh, it boots you.
It boots me. It
Or
boots you.
unboots you.
Reboots.
Unboots.
I've rebooted. I've been rebooted.
I forgot to take my magnesium, so I've rebooted. I'm officially a fucking boot.
Sorry for punching you repeatedly in the face. I haven't taken my magnesium.
Yeah, you're being very aggressive there. Oh, I forgot to take my... But it feels like that. It's subtle, but it really keeps you calm and centred.
Okay.
And
it could take
and it makes you make good decisions. Somebody was laughing out there at that. I wasn't taking my magnesium when I said I'd do this podcast.
This podcast is... We will have to get it. You know, you have podcasts sponsored by different supplements.
Yeah.
This will be like the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Magnesium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magnesium, not a brand name. A generic...
Super drug. Generic
magnesium.
little magnesium.
They just call it mag.
199 5,000.
Magnesium is...
Mag.
Yeah.
Bargain Mag.
Maggers.
Sponsors of... What's this podcast called again? Mag.
Anyway, that's the only one, but all jokes
But
aside...
also, I have terrible energy problems, and I've heard from different people B12 and vitamin D.
Yes, every time I go and take a blood test, get a blood test in the GPs, they tell me I'm lacking in vitamin Bs.
Why don't they offer you an injection?
To put her down.
She's gone. She hasn't been taking any magnesium or vitamin Bs.
There's no
She's
point.
like a total dragon.
Balaam, hey, we're going to have to put her down.
Yeah. Give me the injection. Do you have the injection? That hasn't come into the country yet, but...
How about they can inject you?
I know. We used to go on the piss, and we'd be on the piss for 3 or 4 days, and you were feeling rotten. And there was a guy down the road. Do you remember the 2 doctors? They were brothers.
No,
and they
where?
spoke like that.
You know them?
Yes, they were on Haddington Road, and they were complete bloody chancers.
I'd love to have known that. They sound like my kind of people.
No, they were total bloody rotten scoundrels. No, they're gone. They're dead.
Okay, it's all right. Libel away.
They libel away.
This is a film.
This is true.
This is a film.
As true as I'm sitting here, it was particularly after the cat laughs. Myself and P would be on the absolute rip.
Yeah.
And we'd come back like rag dolls, and we'd go up to Dr. Brennan, and that's not his name. I forget his name.
Good.
And they would go up. You get 60 pops, 60 quid. This is where they were. Shysters.
I know, but what did they give you?
Injection in the ass.
Did it work?
Not at all. It kind of did.
Oh.
But that's why we're
But that's what annoys me. I continually go in and out to the doctor about fatigue, and I get embarrassed halfway through the consultation because they're kind of looking at you like,
I'll give you
why don't you go to a homeopath? You believe in homeopaths, don't you?
I believe in homeopaths. 110%. It cured my sinus.
Okay, well, it's
Chronic.
You don't believe in maths, though.
In what?
You don't believe in maths.
Maths.
Yeah, 110%.
very funny. Do you have a good homeopath at the moment? I'm going to get the name and address.
I'm afraid she's retired.
I was going to say, I'm afraid
She's gone to
also
homeopath heaven.
Yes. Yeah. Would you? Yeah. So she's retired. She was very good, but she does have.
I know somebody I can ask. I know.
Yeah.
I just feel now my balance is gone. My sight's not great. My hearing's not great, and I'm very, very tired on top of it all.
And what's that bone that's sticking out of your leg?
And I hate being a moaner.
And Tinder profile.
My sight's not great. My hair's not great. What was the last thing about being on your own?
Oh, I can't say. You may laugh, but somebody close to us, I won't say who, but has had a lot of misfortune going on dates with people with terrible medical issues, because it's a thing that happens as you get older. And there was one guy who said, I have to be honest with you, I had a very bad stroke and I can't drive anymore. And then
Sorry,
they went out for, and her friends were good. She was going, I don't know.
The person that we won't mention.
No, please, can I tell you this? So, this is making me nervous because he's really not very well. And her friends were bluntly going, well, you know, you'll end up changing his nappies. And you don't have to do that. And just say, this isn't what you signed up for. She went for a last drink with him. She liked him, but she just wasn't up for the medical picture that was
Presenting herself, yeah.
And it's kind of sad, but what happened was he was sitting at on the bar stools at the bar, and he fell off the bar stool. He had this moment, he fell off, and then people helped him get back up, and then they're chatting, and like, when you fell there, and he went, what, when I fell when?
Oh no.
And he had forgotten.
Oh, God love him.
Yeah.
That's very difficult.
That's really difficult.
And that would have been a good time to leave. He wouldn't have noticed.
Well, she did, but it was heartbreaking for the person who we both know. It was heartbreaking.
She liked him.
Not really.
Okay, well then
No, she did, but I think it's heartbreaking just realising you're older dating and all sorts of novel issues arise. I mean,
and also, according to the stats on their height, they've all shrunk by the time they got to the date.
Yeah, I believe that's a thing.
Shrinkage.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Do you remember, and I don't know, I actually tell the story on a previous podcast? I can't actually remember.
I know.
You'll know, Paul remembers everything we talk about, but as soon as we talk about stuff, it's just gone. Because of the magnesium deficiency. But it was a woman who does costume, and she didn't mind me telling the story because she told everybody. Yeah. They were going on a date, and they met online, and they met, and they were in an Italian restaurant, and she said, this is exactly what happened. His teeth fell in to the pasta, and he was so mortified. He just started kind of swirling his food around.
Was it a big set of teeth?
And it was half his teeth.
Yeah.
And then she was just in shock, and she didn't know what to do. And he kind of surreptitiously fished them out, must have put them into a napkin, and said, I'm just going to the toilet. And he got up and left the room, and left her sitting there for 45 minutes. And he came back with his teeth in his head again. And he must have gone out to the chemist to get some,
Polygrip.
Yeah. And put his teeth back and just didn't say anything. Oh, she said the whole thing was just so incredibly awkward and weird because he just didn't own it, or...
Yeah, but
how can you move forward?
How can you move forward? But you are on tenterhooks on a first date.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, with Paul,
How did the conversation go?
I met Paul, and he seemed like 5 minutes later, he's going, she'll move in with me.
That's because I've got all my own teeth.
And then his arm fell off. Didn't bother you at that stage.
Didn't bother me.
I know, I would hate to be in that scenario where I'd have to be going on dates.
It's hard, and then you.
Though with this person had a particular issue as well. She was just hitting bad ones. There was the stroke, then there was the heart failure. There was a few.
There was a heart failure. There was complications with older families, younger families, kids. All sorts.
It just gets very tricky.
It's very tricky. I mean, there's sometimes people at this age. It's like with Paul, his kids are raised. Do you know what I mean? It's sometimes much easier at this age.
Normal.
And normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just what's out there, There's something in it.
What were you telling me you were watching?
Oh, so we were talking about watching. You were talking about watching with P and how do you negotiate? Well, the way I negotiate
Sounds like a television program. Watching with P.
So your partner, your husband of many years, with Paul, we just don't have a lot of watching in common. But I will often, and I am not keen on watching stuff.
You're not really.
I'm not a watcher. I used to. Here's the thing: when I had my newspaper column, I felt an obligation to watch so much stuff, and I was looking at
what's in the zeitgeist.
And once that stopped, I just kind of stopped watching telly. I don't really watch telly, and I get shocked when I do go into a house with telly, and I flick around and go, Jesus, there's so little.
Yeah.
That would really interest you. But if I am going to watch something, I'll go to Una, my sister, who lives up the road. I'm going up to Una.
But we have so we'd flick around a bit and then we wouldn't really watch anything on telly, although I do watch old reruns of comedy shows, like Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that.
But
there was one thing, we watched absolutely tons of Modern Family. One of my favourites. Love Modern Family.
And I discovered a series that I had not seen first time round. Have you seen Raising Hope?
No.
Absolutely great.
Class, is it?
Yeah. And watched a few of those.
I watched a few, but then I went up to Una and we watched a serious, brilliant Northern Ireland drama called Blue Lights.
Yes, I've heard, but I haven't watched it.
I'll tell you how I heard of Blue Lights. I was doing an interview with a radio station in Northern Ireland, and they sometimes leave you on the telephone and you can hear the interviews going before, and they were talking about it, what's going. I almost forgot what I was talking about. I was so engaged by this interview, and they were talking about it. It sounded fantastic. So we were watching it, and there was one actor we really loved in it, and then he gets killed. I'm not giving it away, am I?
You are.
Okay. So no, but I was going to tell you this. I was going to tell you this because I found it quite funny. Because half of me, this is the whole thing when you're kind of outside the world of tell. Half of me is going, I'm so sad that character's gone. I absolutely loved him. He was kind of the centre of it. And half of me's going, I'm really sad for that actor because this is a brilliant series. And this is a star-making role. He's just stunning in it. And then I looked him up, and he's getting loads of work. And he's somebody...
We can rest easy at night.
He's somebody because he wrote to play... I won't say who he is because it will be a spoiler alert.
We can write spoiler in the notes at the front of the show.
Yeah, but I've said his name to you, and you know him because
I met him.
Was in a play that
he was in a play that he wrote, yeah.
Yeah, and so you know him.
We all went on the lash together, actually.
Oh, really? What's he like?
He's a bit mad. He's a big character, very big character.
Super in this.
He's a great actor. Everybody kept saying he's a great actor.
Oh my God, he's so brilliant. And he's got that great thing that men can have that women are not allowed to have. He has such a wrinkly, creasy, characterful face, and it's so attractive.
Are we not allowed to have that?
No, women...
No, we just don't find it attractive.
No, that's it.
I can do it really well, though, old wrinkly face.
No, but I was looking at him going around the cop car, and he smiles, and you see every character line, and it just makes him adorable, and you see his age. But a wrinkly woman like that, you'd be going, why did she look after herself? Isn't that true, though? You do not see that level of wrinklage on a woman.
No, I watched a movie.
Certainly wouldn't be. He was definitely a bit sexy in this too, and a woman would definitely.
At what age? She must be 60s, late 60s.
Him? No, he's in his 50s.
He just looks late 60s.
No, he'd be late 50s.
Oh, right, okay.
He's that wrinkly. But, he's hot.
Oh. I have to watch it. Blue Lights. Put it on the
I
list.
was wondering why she got all excited when she came home. I'm watching television with you now. I'm just going to the bathroom.
Blue Lights.
I realised, because I remember...
They don't call it blue for nothing.
And I was going, I'd love to have gone out for a drink with him and you and P when he was doing the play he was in the Abbey Theatre.
Yeah. We have a kind of a arrangement in terms of viewing. There's the series, there's the ones that are on the go when I'm out.
Okay.
And he'll watch them. Mainly kind of cowboy stuff.
You told me documentaries about...
Or obscure documentaries about like castles in Wales or something. He loves history. He loves that show that blonde lady does on Channel 4.
History.
She goes around talking to historians about
history.
About fucking stained glass windows. Honestly, like the more obscure, the better.
It's a posh totty talking history.
He loves posh totties talking history.
But you know, with the obscure history interest, he sounds like your father.
Yeah.
Your father loves
all that.
England, the north of England. Paul likes, like he's always going, could we go to York? He loves going to Manchester. He loves trundling around Stockport, looking at quirky historical
my
things.
father used to love going around looking at trains, railways. He was into model railways. But so he has all that sort of stuff going on. Then we have our common denominator. And then I will every now and again go, I just love watching the Gordon Ramsay documentary.
Is that where he goes into
that's where he sets up.
It's fucking... Is it expletive?
No, because he did that. He did all that show where he goes into shitty restaurants and makes them better.
That's not...
That's not really him.
Oh no, but is that not what he's doing in this one?
No, this is the real. This is him at home. This is like Gordon gets.
That's so funny. Imagine him. What the fuck? The fuck.
No, it's him being him, and also it's hung on the storyline of him setting up one of the biggest restaurants. The biggest thing he's ever done is a massive restaurant in Bishop.
What channel is that on? I want to watch it.
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And it is all edited of now we're going in. Will it be open on time? You know, of course
it's one of those.
Of course,
the Ark is the restaurant.
The Ark is the opening of this, and it's a huge undertaking. It's the biggest thing he's ever done, and you kind of go, where? Who is this person? Who is the person who already has 1 million restaurants? Why did they need?
I was reading.
They could do a follow-up called Being Gordon Ramsay and get Gordon Ramsay to come in and help Gordon Ramsay sort his shit out. What the fuck do you call this? Oh, sorry.
This was too adventurous, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is Gordon Ramsay.
The restaurant's too high. It's up miles and miles up into the sky. It's in this.
I was reading about this. I was going, well, that is his MO in the world. That is how he stays alive, giving himself these absolutely insane
challenges. Like, I mean,
I couldn't. It's fascinating. I couldn't live that way.
Oh my God! So the interviewer asked him, and it was a brilliant moment. It was a brilliant moment in the documentary, and he just went, they were really poor. They really were very poor grown up. And he said, and then she pushed him, but I don't think she knew what he was going to say in the end. And she just went, yes, but it's you've got everything now, and blah, 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 blah. And he just went, well, my brother's a heroin addict, and that could have been me. And there was this silence. And he went, well, you asked me and you pushed me, so I'm just fucking telling you. And he just went, that could have been me, but it's not me. and I'm just making the fucking most of it. And they had a really tough time.
Yeah. And he's kind of left him with this addictive.
Sort of addictive to the stress of it, you know. Like, I mean, this is huge. And also his lovely partner who met him when he was nobody.
Yeah.
And they have a great relationship, and she's been on her own bringing it. Like, he's gone off for weeks.
But that's how he has to live in the world, and that's just what drives him. And everybody's different. Like, for instance, if you look at, I'm a bit obsessed with Trinny London. I just think she's so driven and amazing what she's achieved. And if you compare it to Trinny and Suzanne, who used to do the style program together, and then if you see Suzanne just aging naturally and is kind of at home pottering around and going, "Can I tell you this mascara's lovely?" And Trinny is maximizing what a human being can be in a funny way. I'm so in awe of someone like that, because I could never be like that.
Yeah, but if she keeps it up, her lips are going to have their own show.
She does look very done.
Oh, she's totally done, but I do admire her energy. I guess I'm fascinated by it because I'm not that way, and I could never be that way. But there is a level of, yeah, you know exactly what I mean. I have to tell you this funny thing. I know you're saying we have to wrap up. Can we talk about a couple of other things? Well, I was just talking to...
We are anyway.
I know, but I could have just tell my cousin, this is such Mancunian humour. It just made me laugh. You know, I was talking to my cousin Carmel on the phone, and I went, "And how's Steve? Steve's a partner." And she went, "Oh, still as a pulse." I love that. Still as a pulse.
Brilliant.
How is it? Still as a pulse.
Still as a pulse. Oh, it's brilliant.
Isn't it brilliant?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that sense of humour.
Well, we still have pulses.
Yeah, you were telling me about, I was telling you about buying my Uggs. I bought a pair of Ugg sandals, and I saw them and I went, yes, they're perfect. And you give me a voucher, a much bigger voucher than I thought. It paid for...
Then she deserves, Paul.
It paid for my lovely Ugg sandals.
Great.
If only she'd had them a couple of days earlier. She mightn't have fallen in the restaurant.
Well, no, they're a bit trippy. The first thing Paul said to me was...
Just be careful with the bloody Uggs. All right, go on.
They are a bit trippy, I'm afraid. Paul said to me, you're not going to stumble in them. And I did wear them out of the shop, and I stumbled twice. But then I was going, no, be aware. There's something different on your feet. Be aware.
We get that walking helmet for you.
And somebody went, but I'll get someone to help you.
But then I was walking the street going, I can't buy something unless I've checked 5 other shops and then I come back to the original.
I know,
one.
yeah.
And I actually did. I liked them. I bought them on the phone with my sister, was sending her pictures, and she went, I know those shoes. I've seen them, but I wasn't in the market for a sandal. Or I would have been very interested.
Now, can I just ask you a question? Are you comparing prices when you go around to the 5 different shops? Or are you looking at different styles?
Different styles, but what I liked about these is they were chunky and they were stylish. And the type of shoe that I really need is more, you'd look like it's part of a uniform for a health worker. Do you know, that kind of...
Yeah.
And I don't want that look.
No, I don't think
You know what I mean? So I want a big chunky shoe. I like a chunky look.
But I know what you mean about the purchases, because I decided to treat myself to a Birkenstock, but with a chunky Birkenstock with fur inside. A furry, chunky Birkenstock.
Oh, where did you buy your furry chunky Birkenstock?
I treated myself. They were really expensive.
Recently?
No, at Christmas time.
At Christmas time?
Did you ever see them? They're Birks, but they've got a thickish heel.
Oh, so are they a winter?
They're a winter thing. You can wear them with tights.
So tell us about buying your chunky...
I have to involve, like, literally everybody who's in the shop.
I've seen you do that.
Have you?
I've seen you do that. I love it.
And of course, they want to buy something. So they all say the same, oh, get them. Because it makes them feel better. And we're all playing a game. All the women in the shop are playing a game. The women observing me are playing a game. I'm playing a game. The sales assistant is playing a game. Do you know what I mean?
Sounds very kinky.
No, but it's just a silly game that women play. I don't know. I can't justify it. I mean, do I need them? Oh, what does need have to do with this? They look fabulous on you. And then I'm going, they do make my jeans look very expensive. Oh yeah, they're so you. I have a pair of those and with the fur in them, and they're ideal for winter. It was the best buy. They're all like in a frenzy going, if we can't buy something, I want to see somebody else buying something. That's what it is. Anyway, I knew I was going to get them.
Did you like them?
I love them, but I had to make the phone calls as well. I had to ring
I
Pete.
had to make the phone calls, and then, do you know what I was doing? I was Googling, are Uggs good for your feet? Oh my God, I am insane.
And that's a bit-
walked home, and then I was Googling, do they have good support? And people go, no, Uggs actually aren't good for long walkings. Walkings. And I'm going, but I need a sandal that's good for the walkings.
So they're like the BMX of sandals.
Can I just say,
Short journeys.
oh, it's a sandal. So sorry, just a little tip. I have an Ugg boot.
Oh,
I have an Ugg boot, and I put in very expensive, like orthopedic.
But this is
things.
a sandal.
Plimsoll, or what you call them? Plimsolls. Jesus Christ. Insoles, for Christ's sake.
I have an Ugg boot, so I put a runner in.
Yeah.
I put an expensive
That really works.
I have my Uggs, and then I put an
can't-
expensive shoe inside them. They work.
I put a very comfortable shoe inside the boot. I can't move, but it's so comfortable when you're sitting down.
And
We better go.
On that note,
We better go. Oh, jeez.
so the lesson today is you get a sworn affidavit from people about buying shoes.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I want to do more evening ones. There was a lovely mellow thing, and I'm thinking, is it possible we can go for a drink?
Oh, for God's sake, is it
I
possible?
mean, it is Monday.
It is Monday, and we've just been working.
Oh my God!
See you next time. See you next time.
I'm happy with
Say
you.
goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Hope you enjoyed this podcast as much as I enjoyed chatting to Sue.
If you want to respond to any of the hilarity and stuff we've been talking about,
Or give us topics to chat on.
yes, indeed, you can email us, sueannehalfhourishshow@gmail.com.
Brought to you by Sue Collins and Anne Gildee. Producer Paul Farron.
Sue Ann Show!